Long time no see, folks. Okay. So I actually brought my phone here for once. I've definitely been here. Oh, goodness. Blah, blah. Do it again. Okay. Let me just start all over. My name is Padrian and or Leota Crozian, and I am a photographer here in Charlotte, North Carolina, pretty much. And I cover like southwestern North Carolina just in general. So, with that out of the way, it's been a long time. So, probably the better part of maybe a month since I last posted. Well, not counting quick POV, definitely go check that out if you so wish. So, yeah, let's see. I mentioned the phone because I think I remember saying one of my last videos I was going to start bringing my phone because my phone will help me keep track of different things that I need to be like discussing or doing pretty much. So I guess just to start, let me go ahead and pull something up on my phone real quick and that'll help me stay organized. Phone opening ASMR. Let's see. I highly doubt y'all even heard the ASMR, so that's fine. But I am by some really pretty looking water right now, so I'll actually flip the camera around really quick so you can see that before I go into why I've been gone. Yeah, so let me flip the camera around. Yeah, you see it? That, my friends. Whoops, Daisy. I don't know how to use this thing. I'm getting the hang of it, trust me, I promise you, I'm getting the hang of it. It just takes me a second, so. Yeah, that right there is gorgeous. It's called water. You should try some. Goodness. So let me go ahead and move you guys back so you can actually see what's going on with me. There we go. So, basically, of I'm one of the trees. No, just messing around. Yeah, serious note. So I got my little list here, and one of the first things on the list is why I was gone. So it all comes down to one word: perfectionism. So yeah, I had seen it is not the same. I have seen so many videos that warn people who are just starting out with YouTube that you should just post pretty much. Don't be perfect. Don't try to be perfect. Just post. Just get it out there because it helps you build the habit of posting. But me and all of my high wisdom thought, you know what? I'm perfectionist, but I'm not that perfectionist. I'll make sure to post on a regular basis. Not. So now I'm out here finally talking to the camera. It's been a long time. Yeah, and a lot has happened. But yeah, basically the gist of why I was gone, I've been wanting to have my videos have this clean, super polished look. And I'm having trouble reminding myself that the super polished, clean look, do you really need it? No. So I'm trying to train my brain to like not look for that, to not expect that, to not go for that because it's really holding me up. That's why I haven't been posting pretty much. Have been like, man, this is really small, or I didn't have a lot going on today. Yeah, I may have had some thoughts on the side of my mind, but no one's gonna want to hear that. You know, that's boring. That's lame. Nobody cares. But longer thing about it is like no one else can care, but I know that I care, and I like to. This sounds really bad. I like to hear the sound of my own voice. Yep. No. I just like being able to look back on the videos that I make and be like, wow, I can see the growth. I can see the improvement. But I haven't been able to do that in a while because the last time I made a video for YouTube was about a month ago. So, yeah, that's not the most swell thing ever. So then, what I've basically been doing for that entire time that I've been gone, absolutely missing, just fell off the place of the face of the planet. What I've been doing for that entire time has been reviewing my current niche that I'm in. As a photographer, videographer, I have three niches. I try to restrict myself to just three niches because it's really hard to I wouldn't say it's really hard to master multiple niches. I would just say that it's really hard to market to people and to really just kind of let people know, hey, I can shoot your event. It's really hard to kind of sell that point when you're doing multiple niches, like completely unrelated stuff, you know. Like you're doing street photos, you're doing still life, you're doing floral photography, and you do weddings, and now you're saying you do product photography. Like that can throw people off. So I'm trying to stay more focused as to which niches that I spend like my time in. So with that being said, it's a bee. Yeah, I'm cool with bees, by the way. I don't know if I'm allergic to them. My father is, so I don't know if I'm allergic. Never been stung. So let's hope I don't get stung. But these are, I think, just the normal bumblebees. They're not like Africanized killer bees. Those things are. It's like with them, it's on site. So yeah, I think I should be fine if I'm seeing our bumblebees. Anyway, enough about the bees. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. I've been exploring different niches for quite some time now, for years, ever since I started photography. And as of now, I have decided to switch out the product photography that I've been doing with something else. So, as I was saying before, my niches are in events, portraits, and used to be more on the product end. But I'm finding that as time goes on, they require more like setup. They're less spontaneous, and I just prefer that more spontaneous kind of, you know, thing. I prefer that over just appearing somewhere and setting things up. So, with that being said, I'm now focusing on niching down to cars, events, and portraits. I already mentioned the events and the portraits, but with the cars, that's a new addition. So, yeah, that's another thing I've been doing. I guess get into why I've also been gone as well. So, I recently visited the Porsche dealership. I also went to the Horsepower Hangout event by 704 Exotics, and I also went to another auto show by Auto Haven CLT, which is UNC Charlotte's pretty much, I guess, like their auto fair, auto show, like club people, like basically their car lover club. So I've been attending some pretty much auto fair shows and photographing vehicles, and I'm starting to find that I really enjoy the work that I do with that. Quite frankly, I enjoy it more than I do with photographing products. It's very spontaneous, and oftentimes when people roll in with their vehicles, they're going at a speed that forbids you essentially from being able to think too hard about your shots. Like it makes you actually be spontaneous. It makes you more quick to respond. And you're still thinking about your shot, don't get me wrong, but when cars are coming into these shows, what I've found for myself is that there's a certain sort of fast pace to it that I really like, just keeping up with. Like I like that feeling of being able to quickly try and adjust my settings. The bees are saying hello. I'm glad I didn't put on perfume today. Yeah, it's just I like that feeling of being of trying to be on the go basically the whole time during a shoot. I like that feeling. Like it makes the shoot feel like it's going by a little more not even just quickly, it just makes it more fun. It's like you're trying to catch a train, but the illegal way. YouTube, don't think I mean, I'm just going to tell YouTube, I'm not advocating anybody jump on a train the illegal way. I'm just saying that the illegal way happens to be fun. Not that I'm condoning it, but it is fun. It is. Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing, shooting cars. Shooting cars, meeting car owners, and basically posting that sort of content up on my Instagram. I know this is probably not the place, but I tell you, if I go AWOL on YouTube for a bit, just go ahead and check out my Instagram because that's where I'm the most active. Like I'm posting there at least 3 to 4 times a week at this point. So I'm pretty active on Instagram. I'm pretty active there. It's just yeah, with the YouTube bit, I just need to work on getting more active on YouTube. Because with YouTube, I have this annoying thing where I'm like, I must have it perfect. Everything must be polished. The edits must be polished. Everything has to be like crazy put together, and that's not that's not gonna fly on YouTube. So yeah, there's that. Also, let me go ahead and check my listing because I have a list. I said I was gonna have a list, so I have it on my phone. Let me go ahead and open my phone up. Good luck trying to get any phone ASMR. I don't think you guys are hearing it. All you hear is me yapping and the all you hear is me yapping and the geese doing what geese do, yapping as well. So let me go ahead and get to the phone and see what else I have on that list of mine that I said I was gonna talk about and cover. Taking my niche to like the professional level. Oh yeah, and then my major and all that. Okay, so let's get into this too. So I am basically a senior at UNC Charlotte right now, and I'm majoring in computer science. What I specifically, like I said, specialize in is making sure that people's websites run really well and I identify any sort of issues, bugs, things that will crash your website. I'm pretty much that person who's going to go in and I'm going to fix it, or I'm going to tell you this is why your website's not getting a lot of engagement. So I'm that person who runs the diagnostics, creates a comprehensive report about why your website's not doing so hot or why your social media page may not be doing so hot. And then I pretty much, like I said, make a report, give you an action plan. And if I'm employed in that role, I will be the action plan. I will basically do all the fixing up that needs to be done. But what I feel about it as of now is that work feels kind of empty. It's like a don't really explain it, but to me, there's just a different level of depth and human connection that I get when I go out and photograph folks' events and or photograph them, or I'm photographing somebody's car and I'm listening to them just get really excited about what engine it has, what model it is, what features it has, what makes it better than all the other, models before it. I really enjoy engaging people directly about something that is solid, something concrete, like an actual in person event or their vehicle, or like I said, their portrait, which can be a super confidence booster for some people because they may feel like they don't take good pictures, they're not beautiful, they're not handsome, they're just kind of meh. And then when I take their photo and I show them, I let them know you are just so beautiful or you're just so handsome and you're gorgeous. Like don't dump trash on yourself. Like don't do that. Just I wouldn't go as far as like say believe in yourself. I mean that too, but it's like don't put yourself down. There's already enough of that going around today. Internets might put you down. Yeah, I said internets. The internets might put you down. People around you might put you down. Peers might put you down. Do not put yourself down. Because it doesn't make your life any better. It's just going to make your life worse. And it's going to make your perception of yourself worse. Yeah. Anyway, enough yap. I do like the aspect of connecting to people directly, talking to people directly, being in person, face to face. That's what I crave. That's what I enjoy. And I'm not getting that when it comes to web development. I'm not getting that when it comes to my graphic designs work. I'm not getting that when it comes to remote work. And I love, like, don't get me wrong, I love remote work. I still want to stick to that. And I still think I can line up something for myself in remote work. I can still do that. And I know that I need a lot more than just flexibility at this point. I'm really needing to go out and actually talk to people, converse with people, be around people. Which has its own special kind of irony because if you know me, also, hello, sir. Hello. Yeah. Hope you're enjoying the trail. Keep on going, yes, sir. Yeah. But yeah, it's just I that dude looks so cool and epic. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. He's so epic. I love it. Okay. Yeah. That right there is what I'm talking about. I don't know what it is, but I get so excited and I get so happy when I see people that get this childlike excitement about talking about something that they love, like their car or an event that they're hosting because their organization is, supporting people who've dealt with, like, let's say prenatal bereavement, that sort of thing. Prenatal? I think it's perinatal. Yeah, perinatal bereavement, something like that. Like deep, meaningful causes. So I like to be a part of things like that. And then I also like to make people feel really good about themselves. And with web development, graphic design, just all this stuff I kind of went to college for, it's just, I'm not seeing that same sense of people lighting up with excitement, people lighting up with joy. I'm not seeing that. I'm not experiencing it that way. It's just more of a job is done, good work, here's your paycheck, smooch, smooch, like, go. I'm like, okay. Like, you done your job, good job, okay. And it's like, I don't want that. I want more than that. I want to actually be a part of making people's days better, because a lot of people have had dark days, and a lot of people have dark days ahead of them. And I would like to be that person, to be like a bright spot in someone's life. Like, that is really what I am looking for. I want to be a bright spot in someone's life. I don't want to just be here to do a job. I want to be someone that during someone's darkest moments, they think back to, life isn't all bad. I got to meet her and get my photos done, and that was a great experience. Or that was the first time in a long time I'd experienced kindness. Or that was the first time in a long time that I could talk about my car to someone and they not brush me off and say, yeah, cool. Cool V8 engine. That's really cool. Nice. Also, so you want to go out and do all this other thing? I mean, yeah, I just want to be that person, that bright spot in someone's life. And call it selfish, but for me, it brings me a lot of joy to just bring that positive to people's lives. Because, like I said, there's a lot of negative that has been in my life and will be in my life further to come as God's willing to live longer. Same with other folks. And it's really good to be able to look back and say, someone showed you kindness. Someone made you feel special because you are special. Someone took joy, pleasure in being around you and talking to you and looking you in the eyes and saying, I think that's really cool. Tell me more about that. Like, I want to be that person that makes people feel like my existence was heard, even if it's only for a moment, because that's not a blessing everybody has, to feel like they've been heard, to feel like they've been seen. So, yeah, big yap. Okay, enough of that. Let me go ahead and check my little list and see what else that I wanted to cover with this. So yeah, great. Next part. What happens next from here? So, from this point forward, what happens next, Lord willing, I'm going to have to start doing a whole lot more when it comes to letting go of the perfectionism, just posting videos. If I have to have it crazy, minimally edited, then so be it. I tend to like the way that I edit my videos and all that, but sometimes, especially for longer videos, it can be too much. Like, it'll take forever for me to get to editing it and getting it all done in a good time. So that's a big one for me, is I want to be able to post on a regular basis, and that starts with kind of doing something about that perfectionism. And the best way to go over perfectionism is just posting something even if you don't feel like it's good enough. And for me, that's a lesson that's going to have to be hard learnt, but will be learnt, hopefully, eventually. So, yeah. And some of that content that you guys will be seeing will definitely deviate from what I said in the last video. I said I was going to do more products. As you heard earlier, likely not, or if I do, it'll be very, very rare, but I wouldn't count on it. So what you're more likely to see from me from here on out will be more cars, events, and possibly POVs of me walking up to people and taking their pictures. So like portraits and stuff. Yeah. Cause that latter one, ooh, I'm not gonna lie. The latter one made me a little nervous. I'm gonna give credit to CJ DeCristo and Christian R. Barber for that one. Because Christian R. Barber had that pretty much idea locked in. He just, he had taken a video of me and did my photos, and I loved them. They were amazing, and I really loved meeting him. And then on top of that, not long after, CJ DeCristo on Instagram, go check out, the page from CJ DeCristo. that person had also brought up me doing POVs because I like to go around and visit, UNCC and take people's photos because I'm like, wow, you're so pretty or you're very distinctive. Like you have a look about you that's very distinctive, like you. It looks like you didn't. No offense, it doesn't look like you just woke up this morning, slapped something on, and you were good to go. It's like no, you actually look like you took careful thought about what you wore, how you did your hair, how you groomed yourself. Even if you don't have hair, that doesn't really matter to me. What matters is like something about you just looks distinctive, like special. Like I want to capture it, you know, because my memory is trash sometimes. So I'd rather capture it so I don't ever forget you. And I can kind of reminisce and be like, wow, that was a really awesome person that I got to meet and photograph. So yeah, that's basically the gist there. So cars, events, and, possibly possibly, but not too sure just yet. POV videos of me just walking up to people and asking to take their photos. So, yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna take a quick commercial break because I did a lot of yap and my brain feels empty a little bit right now. And there's just a certain beauty about being outdoors. Just want to be out here so I can quell the turmoil that I have going on right now at this present moment. So enough facing me. I know I'm quite beautiful. Yeah, enough facing me. I'll have y'all just look around the trees and all that good stuff because there's better things to look at than me out here, and I need to be looking at something calming right now because that was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot. So yeah, go ahead and enjoy the scenery. I'm gonna stop chatting for a second, and then after that, we'll see after that. Yeah, let's go ahead and flip y'all around. Yeah, there we go. I just needed that for a sec. Just that silence. It's not even silence. It's just hearing the water and the trees and the breeze. It's really quite soothing. So, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So, chances are, what probably will happen too is with these car shows and stuff in particular. I don't know when I'm going to be able to go to my next one. I currently work a job that I'm in for Saturdays, and I'm at this point I'm planning to quit because that Saturday job is keeping me from going to any kind of networking events, and it's also keeping me from going to car shows because literally almost all the car shows in my area are on Saturdays, and if I'm fortunate, they might fall on a Friday. But for the most part, all the car shows fall on a Saturday. And outside of just the photography and the videography, I still would like to have another job outside of that that helps to financially kind of cushion me as I start to get the ball rolling more with the photography and the videography and make more consistent income from that. So that's also important to me is I need to be able to go to networking events and get a job through there. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be negative about it, but from my experience, LinkedIn is a dumpster fire right now. A lot of the roles there are unpaid, or they don't list a salary, or they have a bunch of applicants to them, and the role has been posted several weeks ago, or it's been reposted. So, new MO, you gotta go in person to meet people. So I've been talking to a few folks about that, and that's pretty much my game plan. Meet people in person so they can see if I would be someone they'd even like to work with. And if I am, then they'll be more likely to help me get my foot in the door. Versus on LinkedIn, they don't know you from a can of paint. You applying to their position or to their role is probably the first time they've ever interacted with you. And quite frankly, after you have reviewed so many different applicants, you start to become a number rather than a person. My game plan is to get away from doing that because I have found that the way I've been able to get jobs, paying jobs for me, is that you have to know somebody. You have to know them preferably in person, because people connect to people that they have met in person a whole lot, a whole lot more easily than they do if you're online messaging them on LinkedIn, asking them about the company, asking to talk to them. I'm not saying that way does not work. It does. I've heard it does for some folks, but I know for me, it's just never worked like that. I've always got my paying jobs and paying roles from talking to people in person. So I'll be quitting that job probably sometime by the end of this upcoming May. It's because there's a lot of untapped potential there. And after leaving my last, well, not leaving, but after my last role, my last contract role ended with the remote work agency, I remember my employer had told me something that was very encouraging to me. And he basically said that, you know, you have, like, I looked at your photography and it's professional level. You can make a business out of it. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to go that far and make a whole business out of it, but I do want to pursue photography and videography more full time. So at this point, I've been taking action towards that, remodeled my website. So website is entirely remodeled. It's different than how it was originally. So there's that. And I also ordered in some business cards because I have been to so many car shows and Ubered with people who were like, "Where's your business card?" And I'm like, "I don't have one." And in my head, I'm thinking, why would I need a business card? I'm not a business and I'm not necessarily planning to be a business, at least maybe not yet. And it's just, how to explain it? I don't want to sound out there, but I've been getting so many, I won't say signs, but I've been seeing so many hints that I should at least try to pursue photography and videography full time. So yeah, anyway, I hope y'all are all doing well and continue to do well, or will start doing well if you're not doing so hot right now. Yep, because I know like I said, the job market is really tough. It's really weird and it's really difficult to navigate. And yeah, I just, yeah, y'all just pretty much just take care of yourselves. Do what you gotta do. Take care of yourselves, and I don't know. Just, I guess, time to see what time to see what lies ahead from here on out for me. Time to see what lies ahead. So yeah, I'll try and keep y'all posted. I'll try try to keep y'all posted, and yeah, talk to y'all later, and take care. So, bye.